This is an article written by Bruce Schneier, published in The Guardian, October 2013, but still very valid and worth reading. It provides information on the quantum system and Fox Acid, the platforms used by the NSA to de-anonymize Tor users. Even if you don't consider the NSA or GCHQ or the Five Eyes your adversary, it is a good read to understand how Tor is attacked. It is all of the methods by which we have gone through, but it provides some context in relation to an agency. You can read it yourself now, or you can listen to it now as it's read back on the video. If you want to read it yourself, my conclusions are at the end after about 10 minutes.
The online anonymity network Tor is a high-priority target for the National Security Agency. The work of attacking Tor is done by the NSA's Application Vulnerabilities Branch, which is part of the Systems Intelligence Directorate, or SID. The majority of NSA employees work in SID, which is tasked with collecting data from communication systems around the world. According to a top-secret NSA presentation provided by the whistleblower Edward Snowden, one successful technique the NSA has developed involves exploiting the Tor browser bundle, a collection of programs designed to make it easier for people to install and use the software. The trick identifies Tor users on the internet and then executes an attack against their Firefox web browser. The NSA refers to these capabilities as CNE, or computer network exploitation. The first step of this process is finding Tor users. To accomplish this, the NSA relies on its vast capability to monitor large parts of the internet. This is done via the agency's partnership with US telecoms firms under programs codenamed Stormbrew, Fairview, Oakster and Blarney. The NSA creates fingerprints that detect HTTP requests from the Tor network to particular servers. These fingerprints are loaded into NSA database systems like XKeyscore, a bespoke collection and analysis tool which NSA boasts allows its analysts to see almost everything a target does on the internet. Using powerful data analysis tools with codenames such as Turbulence, Turmoil and Tumult, the NSA automatically sifts through the enormous amount of internet traffic that it sees, looking for Tor connections. Last month, Brazilian TV news show Fantástico showed screenshots of an NSA tool that had the ability to identify Tor users by monitoring internet traffic. The very feature that makes Tor a powerful anonymity service, and the fact that all Tor users look alike on the internet, makes it easy to differentiate Tor users from other web users. On the other hand, the anonymity provided by Tor makes it impossible for the NSA to know who the user is, or whether or not the user is in the US. After identifying an individual Tor user on the internet, the NSA uses its network of secret internet servers to redirect those users to another set of secret internet servers, with the codename Fox Acid, to infect the user's computer. Fox Acid is an NSA system designed to act as a matchmaker between potential targets and attacks developed by the NSA, giving the agency opportunity to launch prepared attacks against their systems. Once the computer is successfully attacked, it secretly calls back to Fox Acid server, which then performs additional attacks on the target computer to ensure that it remains compromised long term, and continues to provide eavesdropping information back to the NSA, exploiting the Tor browser bundle. Tor is a well-designed and robust anonymity tool, and successfully attacking it is difficult. The NSA attacks we found individually target Tor users by exploiting vulnerabilities in their Firefox browsers, and not the Tor application directly. This, too, is difficult. Tor users often turn off vulnerable services like scripts and Flash when using Tor, making it difficult to target those services. Even so, the NSA uses a series of native Firefox vulnerabilities to attack users of the Tor browser bundle. According to the training presentation provided by Snowden, Egotistical Giraffe exploits a type confusion vulnerability in E4X, which is an XML extension for JavaScript. This vulnerability exists in Firefox 11.0 to 16.02, as well as Firefox 10.0 ESR, the Firefox version used until recently in the Tor browser bundle. According to another document, the vulnerability exploited by Egotistical Giraffe was inadvertently fixed when Mozilla removed the E4X library with the vulnerability, and when Tor added that Firefox version into the Tor browser bundle. But NSA were confident that they would be able to find a replacement Firefox exploit that worked against version 17.0 ESR, the quantum system, to trick targets into visiting a Fox Acid server. The NSA relies on its secret partnerships with US telecoms companies. As part of the turmoil system, the NSA places secret servers, codenamed Quantum, at key places on the internet backbone. This placement ensures that they can react faster than other websites can. By exploiting that speed difference, these servers can impersonate a visited website to the target before the legitimate website can respond, thereby tricking the target's browser to visit a Fox asset server. In the academic literature, these are called man-in-the-middle attacks, and have been known to the commercial and academic security communities. More specifically, they are examples of man-on-the-side attacks. They are hard for any organization other than the NSA to reliably execute, because they require the attacker to have a privileged position on the internet backbone, and exploit a race condition between the NSA server and the legitimate website. This top-secret NSA diagram, made public last month, shows a quantum server impersonating Google in this type of attack. The NSA uses these fast quantum servers to execute a packet injection attack, which surreptitiously redirects the target to the Fox asset server. An article in the German magazine Spiegel, based on additional top-secret Snowden documents, mentions an NSA-developed attack technology with the name of Quantum Insert that performs redirection attacks. Another top-secret Tor presentation provided by Snowden mentions Quantum Cookie to force cookies onto target browsers, and another Quantum program to degrade deny disrupt Tor access. This same technique is used by the Chinese government to block its citizens from reading censored internet content, and has been hypothesized as a probable NSA attack technique. The Fox asset system. According to various top-secret documents provided by Snowden, Fox asset is the NSA codename for what the NSA calls an exploit orchestrator, an internet-enabled system capable of attacking target computers in a variety of different ways. It is a Windows 2003 computer configured with custom software and a series of Perl scripts. These servers are run by the NSA's Tailored Access Operations, or TAO, group. TAO is another subgroup of the Systems Intelligence Directorate. The servers are on the public internet. They have normal-looking domain names, and can be visited by any browser from anywhere. Ownership of those domains cannot be traced back to the NSA. However, if a browser tries to visit a Fox asset server with a special URL, called a Fox asset tag, the server attempts to infect that browser, and then the computer, in an effort to take control of it. The NSA can trick browsers into using that URL using a variety of methods, including the race condition attack mentioned above and frame injection attacks. Fox asset tags are designed to look innocuous, so that anyone who sees them would not be suspicious. An example of one such tag, link removed, is given in another top-secret training presentation provided by Snowden. There is no currently registered domain name by that name. It is just an example for internal NSA training purposes. The training material states that merely trying to visit the homepage of a real Fox asset server will not result in any attack, and that a specialized URL is required. This URL would be created by TAO for a specific NSA operation, and unique to that operation and target. This allows the Fox asset server to know exactly who the target is when his computer contacts it. According to Snowden, Fox asset is a general CNE system, used for many types of attacks other than the Tor attacks described here. It is designed to be modular, with flexibility that allows TAO to swap and replace exploits if they are discovered, and only run certain exploits against certain types of targets. The most valuable exploits are saved for the most important targets. Low-value exploits are run against technically sophisticated targets where the chance of detection is high. TAO maintains a library of exploits, each based on a different vulnerability in a system. Different exploits are authorized against different targets, depending on the value of the target, the target's technical sophistication, the value of the exploit, and other considerations. In the case of Tor users, Fox asset might use egotistical giraffe against their Firefox browsers. According to a top-secret operational management procedures manual provided by Snowden, once a target is successfully exploited, it is infected with one of several payloads. Two basic payloads mentioned in the manual are designed to collect configuration and location information from the target computer so an analyst can determine how to further infect the computer. These decisions are made in part by the technical sophistication of the target and the security software installed on the target computer, called Personal Security Products or PSP. In the manual, Fox asset payloads are updated regularly by TAO. For example, the manual refers to version 8.2.1.1 of one of them. Fox ACID servers also have sophisticated capabilities to avoid detection and to ensure successful infection of its targets. The operations manual states that a Fox ACID payload with the codename Diascollop can circumvent commercial products that prevent malicious software from making changes to a system that survive a reboot process. The NSA also uses phishing attacks to induce users to click on Fox ACID tags. Tau additionally uses Fox ACID to exploit callbacks, which is the general term for a computer infected by some automatic means, calling back to the NSA for more instructions and possibly to upload data from the target computer. According to a top-secret operational management procedures manual, Fox ACID servers configured to receive callbacks are codenamed Frugal Shot. After a callback, the Fox ACID server may run more exploits to ensure that the target computer remains compromised long-term, as well as install implants designed to exfiltrate data. By 2008, the NSA was getting so much Fox ACID callback data that they needed to build a special system to manage it all.
So there you are. Without even having the advantage of this leaked information, I would have already assumed these methods would be used by nation states, especially the United States and the United Kingdom. These are pretty crafty methods, but nothing anyone who understands security wouldn't have sketched out after about 10 minutes of thought. Man in the middle and man in the side attacks, attacking the browser, frame injection attacks, injecting cookies, degrade, deny, disrupt Tor access, which could be used in timing attacks for de-anonymization. Pretty standard stuff if you understand security. The security mitigations in the course already address all these methods and hopefully future methods too. The article highlights the need for protection against stored injected super cookies, which we do through any number of methods of non-persistence like live operating systems and evidence elimination, which we cover. It highlights the need to be able to contain a browser exploit or zero-day vulnerability that you cannot patch. Unexpected attack vector. We mitigate this through isolation and compartmentalization techniques such as sandboxes, VMs, physical isolation, browser hardening, reducing the attack surface, hiding unique hardware IDs, not using Flash, Java, JavaScript, active content, using Tor gateways, and or using the Tor browser on its highest security settings, and so on. And as always, through good operational security. Deals with telcos are required as part of these attack methods to find Tor users, or they need to have access to boxes spread across the internet, which presumably they will need to have hacked in order to get access to, which we know the Five Eyes do, and so will most nation states as well, so potentially your adversary. This means that attempting to escape your adversary's sphere of influence is or could be a valid mitigation against this type of attack, as long as doing that doesn't make you stand out further, meaning routing through places dark to your adversary with, say for example, a nested VPN would mitigate the type of attacks mentioned in this article. But you have to know what you're doing. When you add complexity, you could increase your risk if you get it wrong. See the section on nesting anonymizing services. Against a nation state like the NSA, you have to assume that everywhere you visit is a potential bad actor, and you have to mitigate accordingly, and that goes the same for any powerful adversary like or of the likes of the NSA.